It's time to shave. Not shaving with a safety razor today. No, 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 no. I'm shaving with a straight razor again. Yeah, I'm not a straight razor guy. I'm going to go into this letting you know I am not good at shaving with a straight razor. I'm not good at stropping or honing. I don't know what a great straight razor is like because I've only used 2 of them before this one. But the nice people over at Forseti Steel said, hey, we want to get people, we want people to know about our brand. We want to send you one of our throat cutter straight razors. It's inside this leather case right here with a belt loop in case you want to stick that on your belt. If you're going out and look cool, you got a straight razor. You get into a fight? No, don't get into a fight with a straight razor. So thanks to the fine folks at Forseti Steel, it came in this box and it has, look, it has Excelsior in it and a sticker. Forseti Steel, they sell a lot of knives, like cool knives and, you know, like fixed blade knives, I believe, and they all seem to be made out of Damascus steel. And I don't know much about Damascus steel, so I'm not going to talk about, you know, anything about Damascus steel, except that it's the kind of steel where they fold it over a couple hundred times, right? And then it gives you this cool pattern that you probably are familiar with. So I chose the one with the mahogany handle. This is a nice case, man. There it is, the throat cutter. Now, let me take it out of here so you can see it. Shing. Now I know some of you are getting nervous for me. Look at this thing. This is like a man's razor right here. This is thick. It's very solid. It's heavy, and it's got this beautiful Damascus steel blade. Look at that. Can you see the folds? You see the shapes? That's what Damascus steel looks like. So this is made in Pakistan. I think Forseti mostly is an importer. I could be wrong, but they import all of their knives and straight razors from Pakistan over near India, near the Indian border. So this came from Pakistan. If you've ever bought one of those swords, like kind of an inexpensive sword, this is what this smells like. Like the wood, they treat it with a certain smell. It's like a real strong oil smell. And that's what this kind of smells like. It's a little bit of it is what it looks like, the style. Like with this kind of a ridged pattern here, and the same pattern is kind of inside there. These are called the scales, the top and the bottom, the wooden part of the scales. I know. So these things cost right now, they cost $101, which is pricey, of course. Right now they have a 20% off special going, so you can get it for, you know, $80. But look at this thing. I know. So I shaved with it once. Here's how you get it. You get it. Got to get in a position. Got to hold them like that, you see. Like a real pro. So I'm reading down here on the website so I can remember what the heck to talk about. So it's made of 264 layers of 1095 15N20 steel. I don't know what any of that means, but there you go if you want it. There'll be a link below, don't worry. Now, I did shave with this once yesterday and it wasn't sharp enough. So straight from the factory, straight from the makers, it was not holding a great edge. Now, like I said, I'm no expert, but I know when I've done 3 passes with it and I still got stubble that it's not sharp enough. So that's first of all. Second of all, I honed it, or I stropped it rather. I got my strop out. Strop. And I tried my best. I boned up on some of the how to strop things. I am not an expert stropper. I've had mine sent to an expert honesmith before, not this one, but a previous one, if you look back at old videos of mine. And I got that back, and I still didn't like it much. I mean, it was done by a professional honesmith, and when I got it back and used it, it was like, nah, I'll stick with safety razor. So, with all those caveats, let's give it a shot. I honed it, I stropped it. Hopefully I will have done something to improve the sharpness because it was not sharp enough at all. Okay, took a shower. Did my hair the best of my ability. I'm just kind of slicking it back now. I've got the Gordon Gecko going on now. Greed is good. Greed works. Not really. Just doing lines from the movie. All right, put some hot water on my face. And I'm going to use kind of a thin, slippery soap, the Cella Crema de Barba. I love the smell of it. And it's not like thick. I was going to use Taylor Old Bond Street, but those tend to be like real thick and goopy and creamy. I wanted a more slick one for this. And I'm going to use the Ken Surf signature blade from, brush from DS Cosmetics. They're having a sale coming up, everybody. Go to DS Cosmetics on AliExpress. They're having a big sale at the end of June. There'll be a link to all this stuff. So, I was a little nervous getting back into shaving with a straight razor, especially one called the Throat Cutter. I know. It's a cutthroat. It's a cutthroat world out there, folks. Greed is good. All right. So let's get enough lather. Let's get it up there. I need some more water. Need a little bit more water. Oh, stuff smells so good. Cherry. Smells of cherry. Or marzipan. Almonds. Dr. Pepper almost. It's like cherry Dr. Pepper. I love it. So yeah, when I did three, did I do three? Yeah. I did 3 passes, none of them against the grain, because, hey, what are you doing? None against the grain. I did them all down with the grain because I'm not good enough. I think I did a little bit of cross, but I ain't no way am I going up against the grain with a straight razor. So that could have been part of the reason why it wasn't, I didn't feel like it was sharp enough. Could have been my technique. I'll be the first one to stand up and say my technique is not fantastic with a straight razor. I'm trying to get that Damascus steel shine. It's beautiful. And I think they even sell, bottle openers and stuff made out of Damascus steel. So, handmade in Pakistan. It's got that weird wooden, like a cheap sword you bought at the flea market. That's the smell. Not a fan of that smell, by the way. I'm not a fan of a lot of smells, obviously. I'm very picky. Mr. Smellmeister, oh no. Don't have a smell he doesn't like, folks. All right. Let's do this. Actually, I prefer shaving this side of my face with my right hand, but I'm going to start off, pull the skin tight, get that angle going. And I'm feeling the tuggy, and obviously I didn't do a very good job of stropping. It feels a little bit better, actually. So I think that stropping helped a little bit. So keep that in mind. If you buy one of these, you're going to need to really hone it and strop it as soon as you get it. Oh, man. Can't pull my skin straight on this side of my face. I'll tell you one thing about using a straight razor, though. Even though it's not my thing, it feels so cool. I know nobody's watching me do this, but it feels cool to do it. Let me wipe off the soap so I can see what I'm doing, see where the blade is. Yeah, I think that stropping did help. It's still not great, but it's also never going to be as sharp as a safety razor blade. Never, never. I mean, it's too thick. You could never get that sort of an edge. And if you did, it wouldn't last for more than one stroke. Of course, I'm not a scientist or a metallurgist. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. My friend, the honesmith who honed that last razor for me, I'd love for him to try this out. See if he can get a keen edge. So if you're out there watching, buddy, it's been so long I've forgotten your name. I haven't gone back to look it up. I'd love to send it to you, see if you could shave with it yourself, because he is an expert at straight razors. And that first one I got was like, wouldn't hold an edge no matter what he tried. And then he sent me a vintage one. Getting the angles, man, right, especially around your chin and your nose and everything, is tough. Sure, all it takes is practice, right? All it takes is practice. All right. Switching to my left hand, left cheek. It's hard to do this. It's hard to pull your skin and not bump into it. See how the handle's kind of bumping my hand right there? I just caught a glimpse of my eye in the video. I look like a deer caught in the headlights. You must respect these kind of razors, man. Because when I said it wasn't like really sharp, I mean, it would cut your dang finger off. It would cut your nose off. But it, you know, like to get that super crazy fine edge, it needed some work. I'm gonna try this hand over here. That's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to get that right angle, at least for me. It may not be for you, but it is for me. Yeah, I mean, down here it feels like I haven't done anything. I think that's the thing with straight razors. I'm so used to the almost instantaneous close shave you get from one. Or like I said, maybe my technique just isn't great enough, you know? Maybe my technique is lacking. And it is, I think it is. But I'm gonna go for one more pass because I want to give it its due, right? And I'm going to go down against the grain again. I mean, with the grain. I'm going to go down with the grain. I'm going to go down with the ship if I don't watch it. All right. And this is, hey, look, me trying to get in. These little soap wads trying to get in on the action here. All right. Here we go. Second pass. And yes, you have to put your pinky out like that when you do it, like you're drinking coffee, like in a fancy restaurant, or else it won't work. First pass feels much better. It's doing a much better job, but it's still there. I mean, the safety razor would have knocked all this down by now. Get those angles right, man. It's tough. It's tough. Pardon me if I'm not talking very much during this one. I'm paying attention. Gotta get that angle right, man. I mean, you can hear it, right? You can still hear all the whiskers I got. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's do the other side and then we'll do the neck. Shall we? Sure, we shall. I do feel like a cool guy in the Old West, though. I don't know. It's weird. If you had told me a few years ago I'd be shaving with a dang straight razor, I would have said, "What's your name? Sorry, pardon me." All right. Yeah, it's still, especially if I go up against the grain, it's still a lot of whiskers left. Now, maybe you're not looking for a baby butt smooth shave, a BBS shave, as they say when you're using a straight razor. Or once again, could be my technique is terrible. All right. I wish I liked it more than I do. If I ever go like on some dude's weekend, like a bachelor party weekend, I'm definitely bringing this thing. I'm gonna shave with it in the morning. All those guys come down with their little plastic blue Bic razors and their Gillette Mach 10s. They're gonna be like, "Whoa, what am I doing in your bathroom watching you shave?" And I'll be like, "I don't know, get out of here. What do you think this is, YouTube?" Yep. Ton of stubble left. I mean, for me, an unacceptable level. But like I said, may not be this. I don't know. All right. Put this down for a second. And put some more hot water on my face. And I can feel the blade. Like I can feel that I just scraped myself. It's not, ow, right there especially. I didn't cut myself, but I could feel it, you know? And that's not pleasant. Are you serious? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, shame on. Shame on. Won't get fooled again. If you get that reference, kudos to you. All right, let me get a safety razor out here. It's like going home. Rockwell, baby. I'm gonna go against or across. Watch how fast I can shave. Oh, I did get a little couple of nicks there. Look how fast you can shave with a safety razor, and that's so smooth. This is why they were such a big deal when they came out. People were, men were like, "Oh, really? I can finally get a decent shave and not worry about cutting my head off? Sign me up, King Gillette. Sign me up." It's like coming home. It really is. It's like, it's like putting on a comfortable pair of shoes after wearing dress shoes all day. You've been wearing your church shoes all day. You went to somebody's wedding. You come home, you put on your sweatpants and your old t-shirt. That's what this feels like with this safety razor after that straight razor. And go up. It's just a hodgepodge of different directions today. Just because. Couple little nicks there, nothing too bad. I didn't slice my face open, so that's good. That is a triumph in my book. Because if you watch me, I did that disposable shavette, and I really sliced myself because I wasn't being careful. Oof, that was not fun. All right, that's enough. My skin does not want any more. No more, it says. No more. No more. Cold water. It's like jumping into a spring-fed pool on a hot day. Woo! Pardon me for hooting there. All right. I think I want to put some alum on. And I want to put this little alum that I really love now. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. So once more, going back to the grab bag of stuff that Terry sent me a while back. And this is one of the things he sent. Shave Nation. Geo Fat Boys Company, shaving supplies. And it's cool because it's deodorant, but it's actually a smooth little alum block. Ouch. So you dip it in water. Ooh, it's stinging. And then you just kind of, then your fingers aren't touching it and getting all weird and dry. And you just, when you need to, you move it up like a deodorant. Great idea, Geo Fat Boy. Thank you. If you haven't watched his videos, I mean, he and Mantic 59 were the guys that got me started in this style of shaving. So if you want to see what inspired me, go check them out. Mantic 59, Shave Nation. He's got a whole website, sells these kind of things. It's great. ShaveNation.com. There you go. There's a shout out. There's a plug. Speaking of plugs, coming up next month, if everything goes the way it's planned, I'll be on a podcast with a gentleman called The Opinionated Brit. He's got a YouTube channel where he shaves. He's got a really cool podcast. I just listened to the one where he had Kevy Shaves on. That was great. Kevy is fascinating. I learned a lot about him that I didn't know. We have so much more in common than I imagined. Kevy, let's talk. He's got Ken of Ken Surfs coming up in the next couple of days. So go check him out on, Stitcher, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts. The Opinionated Brit. It was really good. And then there's the quizzes you have to do. So when I come on, I'm going to have to do some quizzes. I'm going to have to do like a name that tune thing. And I'm going to have all these questions. Oh, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right. The bleeding has stopped. Time to wash off the alum and put on some, I almost said suntan lotion, aftershave. So, my final thoughts about the Forseti Steel straight razor. It's a beautiful thing. It's a thing of beauty. It's solid. It's heavy. It seems to be very tight, very well built. I'm going to dry this off, don't worry. The smell I'm not a fan of because it smells like weird wood smell. And unfortunately, this didn't smell as much like leather as I hope, but who cares about the smell? That's a good solid hand-stitched leather case. And it came in this cool box. You can put stuff in, whatever you want. Sarai? Sarai. So, but I think the edge really needs a lot of work to get it to shave well. I'm just going to put some Kreml on while I'm talking. And for $100, that's a lot to lay out. But maybe it's a diamond in the rough. Maybe, just maybe, if you're good at stropping and honing, you can turn that thing into a thing of beauty. I don't know, maybe so. I'm optimistic. Damascus steel seems to be made out of some good quality steel. It looks beautiful. And there you go. The Forseti Steel throat cutter. Fun. All right. Well, that's enough for one day, folks. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. It is Friday, right? Yes. And I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.